शीतला शस्यश्यामला मातरं वन्दे मातरं शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी फुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनीं सुमधुरभाषिणीं सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं
நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்து எழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிழே எக்கணமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாளும் தக்க சிறு பிறை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் மிகுந்து செயமறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
மங்கள நிகழ்வாக குத்துவிளக்கு ஏற்றுதல். ஒளி விளக்கேற்றி வைப்பதற்கு அவையில் உள்ள சான்றோர் பெருமக்களை அழைக்கின்றோம். நம்மை இருளில் இருந்து வெளிச்சத்திற்கு வழிநடத்துவது. ஒளி இருக்கும் இடத்தில் இருக்காது. அன்பு, மன உறுதி, சகிப்புத்தன்மை, நிதானம், சமயோசித புத்தி என்னும் 5 தத்துவங்களை விளக்குவதே ஒளியின் மகத்துவம். எதிர்மறையான மனப்பாங்கு மறைந்து மேல் நோக்கி எரியும் தீபம் போல் எண்ணங்கள் உயர்வு நிலையை அடையட்டும். ஒளி விளக்கேற்றிய சான்றோர் பெருமக்களுக்கு நன்றிகளை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறோம்.
I take immense pleasure in inviting Dr. M. Subramanian sir, Head of the Department of MBA, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the honorable dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, respected professors, the parents, non-teaching fraternity, and my lovable students. A special thanks and warm welcome to the chief guest of the day, Mrs. Meenakshi Srinivasan, IBM Bangalore. I welcome you, ma'am. It's a honor to be graced by the presence of such an accomplished guest for the day. Thank you for accepting the invitation, for giving the keynote speech today and guiding our students to new beginnings. I'm standing here to welcome you all as a representative of teachers fraternity, feeling lucky to be a part of a small way of our students' life. This educational institution is so proud of all of you have accomplished and every achievement you have garnered yourself. This is the highly multi-talented batch of students in our institution. You have been excellent performers in academics and won so many awards. Our institution has always been a unique performer in all the intercollegiate events. The professors have guided you in all your endeavors and your parents have constantly supported you too. Whatever you do with conviction, no mountain is too high and the sky is the only limit. Be limitless in all that you do, and like you have brought laurels to our institution, continue to do so, for everyone around you. Looking forward to you all that you are going to start a fresh beginning. It's glad welcome to all. I welcome you all for this 29th annual day of Subbalakshmi College of Science. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome.
எடுத்து சொல்வதை விட மற்றவர் முன் எடுத்துக்காட்டாய் வாழ்வதே சிறப்பு என்னும் வரிகளுடன் பிற கல்லூரியிலிருந்து வரப்பட்ட வாழ்த்துக்களை வாசித்தளிக்க உணவு அறிவியல் மற்றும் உணவு பதப்படுத்துதல் மேலாண்மை துறை தலைவர் டாக்டர் பவித்ரா கிருஷ்ணன் அவர்களை அழைக்கின்றோம்.
Every smile, every loving word, every kind action is a reflection of the beauty of the soul. Honorable President sir, prestigious Secretary sir, esteemed Management Executive sir, distinguished chief guest, respected Principal Madam, eminent Dean Academics Madam, heads of various department and faculty members, faithful parents and beloved students. A pleasant morning to one and all present. I'm here to read the messages and wishes received from various colleges for our 29th annual day. First message from Dr. N. Sambat Kumar, Principal, SSM College of Arts and Science, Dindigul. The message is as follows. Greetings from SSM College of Arts and Science, Dindigul. Hearty congratulations for our institution's 29th annual day. Best wishes for the successful conduction of the event. Next, from Dr. P.K. Balamurugan, Principal, Sri Kaleshwari College, Sivakasi. We are happy to note that your college is celebrating 29th annual day celebration on 20th May 2023. We wish the function all success. From Dr. Christiana Singh, Principal and Secretary, Lady Do College, Madurai. Hearty congratulations. Wishing you all God's choicest blessings on the event. Wishing you many more years of meritorious service to the nation through building the youth of the nation. We have received wishes from colleges such as Tyagaraja College, Madurai, Majora College, Madurai, Fatima College, Madurai, and American College, Madurai. Quality students are the best kind of proof to others and the best assurance for us professors. Thank you one and all for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Working hard and smart, being patient with full of determination is perhaps the most fulfilling way of becoming rich. This quote precisely suits our Honorable President Sir, Dr. R. Lakshmipathy Sir, whose far-sighted vision of making all the students employable with discipline infused in their DNA is exemplary, laudable and spellbounding. It is indeed my great privilege to call upon our Honorable President Sir to render the presidential address.
Thank you.
Kekada, do you hear me? Distinguished chief guest, Mrs. Meenakshi Srinivasan and Mr. Srinivasan, the Vice President Senior Partner Global DevSec of OPS Practice, IBM Bangalore, Dr. L. Ramasu, Secretary, Subbalakshmi College of Science, Madurai, R. Ramkumar, Management Executive, Dr. R. Sujata, Principal SLCS, Dr. M. Subramanian, Head RLIMS, dignitaries, faculty, and staff members from sister units, members of the teaching faculty and non-teaching staff, my dear students, parents, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. I greet and wholeheartedly welcome Mrs. Meenakshi, the chief guest, on behalf of the management and on all your behalf. You all know that the very name is largely associated with Madurai, our goddess. You understand what I said? மீனாட்சி தெய்வம் அந்த தெய்வத்தோட பேரே இருக்கு சொல்ல வரேன் goddess, and it is no wonder that she is also comes from the Jain family and hailed from Madurai. I thank her for accepting our invitation, for gracing the occasion with her presence. I understand that she is a gold medalist who got a computer science degree from Tyagaraja College, Madurai. It is her commitment that he got her the gold medal, and it is the same commitment that she has brought her to the current position in her official life. I understand that she is specializing in artificial intelligence and providing solutions to clients across the globe. The civic guest has not stopped with UG degree. She is also qualified MBA. Learning is her passion. She has strong academic foundation in multiple disciplines. She has grown in the organization by hard work and combined with skill, and has achieved current official position in a short span of 25 years. I would say that she has brought the name and fame to her family and organization. But what is important in her commitment is to quality and results. Unless we remain committed to quality and output, we cannot dream of growing with an organization and leading to a quality life. On this occasion, the chief guest is a standing example for remaining committed to quality, excellence, and identifying oneself with the goals of an organization. Hence, I feel that the presence of this chief guest is more appropriate on this annual day of college that cares about quality in education and the employability of students. The chief guest also gets an opportunity to know more about the institution, guide us in our future endeavors. Dear chief guest, the management has carefully set the motto of our college as learning for better living. The management is fully committed to conducting job-oriented courses only, make the students employable. I was secretary in MADURAI College for a few years. I got great insight into the college administration and the plight of the students. During my tenure there, I observed that the students doing conventional courses were struggling to get employed in spite of the best efforts, a compromise for jobs not suited for their qualification. This motivated me to start our institution for conducting job-oriented courses and provide ample opportunity the students to get a job of their choice with a reasonable salary. Day in and day out, we strive to improve upon quality education provided by us by enduring and update the curriculum to suit the needs of the employers. Excellence and annual day. Dear students, the annual report read by today is very much your performance, achievements, milestones, setbacks that are reflected in the college performance. Student life is in college is often misunderstood by many of you. Many students coming out of the schools think that they must enjoy thoroughly during the college days. Hence, they give less importance to education. They regret their action only when they fail to get a job, while the students who cared for his future are selected by the employer. On the other hand, it is the period when the students must decide when he or she should become after graduation about their future career. They should focus on acquiring the knowledge and skill to achieve their aims and goals. They should also work towards becoming employable to start earning whenever they are after graduation. Today's chief guest is standing example for the kind focus one should have during the period of studies. All cannot be achievers, but all must aim for achieving excellence and graduate with merit. Chief guest is a role model for achievers. She has proved that girls and women can also excel on par with the boys and men. Women also perform better than men. Boys, beware of this and focus on your studies. I repeat, women can also perform better than men. Boys, beware of this and focus on your studies. I am telling you, the management cannot fulfill the responsibility all alone. Good results are possible only with committed faculty and studious students who realize their goals and march towards achieving the set targets. Let us join hands to make our students employable with the competency the industry requires. Let me touch on your performance, share my ideas and views as a president of our institution. About our institution, in the past 29 years, the college has succeeded to a good extent in providing job-oriented courses for students, making them employable. We, in consultation with the industry and employers, update the syllabus to suit their needs. Subjects meant for value-added courses are taught as a part of curriculum. We ensure that the students are in possession of several certificates in addition to the degree certificate that are recognized by the employers. The college has entered into various MOUs with the various organizations to provide real-time exposure to the students. The students gain hands-on experience of doing internship given in the last semester during the summer holidays. I am happy that the members of the various departments are working rigorously to get the best companies organization for internship, training and placement. I am proud to say that autonomous status. I am proud to say that we are the youngest college in the part of India to have obtained extension of autonomous status granted by the University Grants Commission, UCG. Only those colleges enjoy autonomy can modify the syllabus to the needs of the employers. Non-autonomous colleges are deprived of this opportunity, and since they have to follow only university syllabus, and only those that are accredited by a NAC will be granted autonomy. We are on third phase of autonomy. Renewal autonomy is a must for the ensuing years. The college has to a great extent used the autonomous status for the benefit of the students for offering quality education in close coordination with the industry. The banks or other organizations repeatedly employing our students year after year. This is benefit of autonomy. NAC re-accreditation. In the beginning of 2007, the peer team NAC visited for a re-accreditation. The NAC team has visited us in 2018, fourth round of accreditation, as awarded B+ under their revised grading system. The norms of grading are made more rigid to achieve the quality education. UCG has also stipulated that only colleges getting A grade will be considered for granting extending autonomy. Hence, our team has to pool all its resources to get an A grade for the National Assessment and Accreditation Council. I rather advise our team to look upon the aspect of that in the next reaccreditation we gain enough score rate and autonomy, the backbone of our college. Discipline. As a member, as a senior person and president of this college, I want my students to be disciplined in all walks of life and take their classes serious from the first year. I reiterate that every one of us shall contribute our might for the better living for the society at large. Be away from politicians and politics who are for personal gains with hidden agenda. You have better things to achieve in your life. Conclusion. To try to emulate the attitude of chief guest to improve the knowledge and skill in your field of study and achieve greater heights to make India a developed nation as well as maintain a peaceful quality family life. I pray Goddess Meenakshi, our campus deity Lord Vidya Ganavati, to shower all of their blessings for great success in completing the course for a very prosperous life and career. Prepare well for the ensuing examination and come out with the flying colors. Jai Hind. Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir, for your remarkable words. Virtues are the essence of our character. Our Honorable President, sir, never failed to impart the importance of virtues in all our minds. Thank you, sir.
I request all the dignitaries to occupy the front seats for the presentation of annual report.
Check.
நீ வென்றெடுக்கவே இந்த உலகம் என்னும் வெற்றி கடல், எதிர்த்து வரும் அலைகளை தோற்கடித்து வெற்றி என்னும் முத்துக்களை உனதாக்கு, முன்னேற்றத்தை உன் வழியாக்கு, வெற்றி உன் விரல் நுனியில் என சுறுசுறுப்பு சமயோசிதம் இவ்விரண்டோடு தன்னம்பிக்கையும் தொண்டுள்ளமும் கொண்டு மாணவர்களுக்கு ஏணியாகவும் தோணியாகவும் திகழும் நமது கல்லூரி முதல்வர் டாக்டர் ஆர் சுஜாதா அவர்களை கல்லூரி ஆண்டறிக்கையினை வாசித்தளிக்க அழைக்கின்றோம்.
Very good morning to one and all gathered here. Respected members on and off the dais, Today, the 29th College Day Annual Report by Subbalakshmi Lakshmipati College of Science, the Principal Dr. R. Sujata here. The history of SLCS. The college has registered in the year 1989 and initiated in the year 1994. And we got the AICTE approval for RLIMS in the year 1998, and we got the accreditation by NAC Cycle 1 in the year 2000. And the conferment of autonomous status by the UGC in the year 2006, and re-accreditation by NAC in the year 2007, and we got the extension of autonomy in the year 2012, and in 2013 we got the re-accreditation by NAC for third cycle. And we got the extension of autonomy as well as re-accreditation by NAC for cycle 4 in the year 2018, and have completed successfully 25 years of glorious years in the year 2019. Our honorable founder, the proud founder, Dr. R. Lakshmipati sir, who is the president of Subbalakshmi Lakshmipati Foundation and who is the former chairman, Press Trust of India, syndicate member of Madurai Kamaraj University. Our founder president is the publisher of Dinamalar, the leading Tamil Nadu newspaper with 67 years of standing. He was born to Sri T.V. Ramasubbaiah at Vaidishwaran, Kanyakumari in the erstwhile princely Travancore, Kerala state. The Tamil Daily Dinamalar, published from 10 different centers across Tamil Nadu, has a combined circulation of over 1.3 million copies per day. Our respected secretary, Dr. L. Ramasubbu sir, he is the secretary of Subbalakshmi Lakshmipati Foundation. Our respected management executive, Shri R. Ramkumar sir, who is the management executive of Subbalakshmi Lakshmipati Foundation. The principal of SLCS, Dr. R. Sujata, completed her MTech and PhD in the computer science background, and having more than 25 years of experience in the teaching service, around 5 years of experience in the industry and research, published more than 20 papers in the national and the international level, acted as a resource person in seminars and workshops, published 2 patents in the network security area, and published 1 book and 2 book chapters recently. Our Dean Academics, Dr. S. Priya ma'am, who completed her English in MPhil and PhD, having more than 14 years of experience in the academic sector as assistant professor, presented 30+ papers in the national and international seminars, resource person, acted as a resource person in various seminars, conferences, and workshops, recently published 1 book and 3 book chapters. Our controller of examination, Dr. K. Lakshmi, completed her MSc and PhD in mathematics, having 21 years of experience in the examination department, and published 5 papers in the Springer and Scopus Index journals, presented papers in the international and national levels, acted as a resource person in international conference. About our college, it is a self-financing college with autonomous status, co-education institution, and it is affiliated to Madurai Kamaraj University. And we got the approval from AICTE for the MBA program, and we got the computer code of UGC TNMK 052, and the ISHE code is C36530. Our vision, to provide comprehensive career-oriented programs with a rewarding learning experience and strong ethical values, to bring about a transformative impact in our graduates to enable them to succeed as globally responsible citizens. Our mission, to impart professional knowledge, life skills, and an optimistic attitude to our students, to inculcate in them a sense of discipline with moral and ethical values, to make them exemplary citizens of India. And the quality policy of our college, we at SLCS dedicate ourselves to provide quality education and training that meet national and international standards to our stakeholders. We shall endeavor to make continual improvement of the quality system to meet our customer requirements. The core values of our college: discipline, punctuality, genuineness, cleanliness, uniformity, volunteerism, competency, excellence, leadership, and good citizenship. The governing body of our college, which is headed by our chairman, Dr. R. Lakshmipati sir, secretary, Dr. L. Ramasubbu sir, joint secretary, engineer L. Adimulam sir, and management executive, Mr. Ramkumar sir, management members, engineer R. Lakshmipati sir and A. Lakshmipati sir, and member educationalist, Dr. G.R. Balakrishnan sir, industrialist, Mr. Kannan Ganesh from CMA CGM, and the UGC nominee, Professor Rajpal from Uttar Pradesh, state government nominee, Dr. Pon Muthramalingam, RJD, CE, University nominee, Dr. V.S. Vasanta, and the principal of our college, Dr. R. Sujata, and the members of senior faculty, Mrs. N. Anuradha and Dr. S. Pukulendi. The programs offered in our college, 11 UG programs under Science 7, Commerce 3, and Management 1. 2 PG programs, Management 1, Science 1. And 4 PG diploma programs under Science, regular as well as weekend 4. The UG programs are BSc Marine Catering and Hotel Management, BSc Computer Science with Security System Specialization, BCom Banking and Insurance, BSc Animation, BSc Networking, BSc Visual Communication, BSc Fire and Industrial Safety, BBA Logistic and Shipping Management, BCom Honors, BSc Food Science and Processing Management, BCom Honors with ACCA. And the PG programs Master of Business Administration, MSc Visual Communication, PG Diploma in Fire and Industrial Safety, both regular and weekend, PG Diploma in Animation Techniques, PG Diploma in Cinematography. And the student details. Total number of students in our college is 1,173, boys 768 and girls 405. And the faculty details. Total number of teaching faculty members 70 and the non-teaching faculty members 30, and the male faculty members 43, female faculty members 27, and male staff members 20 and female staff members 10. SLCS highlights. Initially, we want to start with the scholarships, ICT Academy, NPTEL local chapter, financial support for the faculty members for research, book publications, and the functional MOUs. Scholarships, institutional as well as government schemes. The scholarship cell, which is coordinated by Mr. P. Selvam, and in this year, the last year, we received totally 14,40,000 from the central sector scholarship. 120 students got benefited. And the institutional fee waiver scholarships under the titles Merit, Alumni Reference, Sibling Reference, Students from Sister Concern, Sports Quota, and Management. For the batch 2023, we have provided 17 plus lakhs. And for the batch 21-24, we have provided 30 plus lakhs. And for the batch 22-25, we have provided 30 plus lakhs. And the ICT Academy institutional membership, we received it, which is coordinated by Mr. Hakim. Total number of FDPs attended is 6 numbers, 20 faculty members have participated, and we had the industry interaction summary also, and we have conducted inside the college one faculty development program. Number of faculty members participated is 25. And the NPTEL National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning, which is a local chapter in our college, which is coordinated by Mr. Manoj Kumar. The total number of students have got registered for this course is 64 students and 4 staff members. And the courses have opted is 10 students have opted, and number of staffs have opted is 5 courses. Total number of students got cleared is 41 and staff is 4 numbers. And financial support for the faculty members. Faculty participation in FDP conference and workshops, 15 faculty members have got the beneficial, and 2 faculty members have got the beneficiary for the research, and 3 faculty members have got the beneficiary for the journal and book publications. Book publications by the faculty members. The titled Bridge Course in English, which is published by Dr. S. Priya, Dean Academics, and Suganti Hepshiba, the Assistant Professor of English. And Mr. Hakim has published the book Siru Manidhanin Siru Kirkalhal. And the book Value Education has published by Dr. S. Priya ma'am and Dr. P. Shanmuga Priya and Ms. T. Shanmuga Priya. And Galley Operation Management by Mr. C. Suresh Kumar, who is the head of the Department of MCHM. The textbook has published by Mr. Perumal Kannan, who is the Assistant Professor of MCHM, Bakery and Confectionery. And Mentor-Mentee Guide has published by Dr. R. Sujata and Dr. S. Priya. And booklet on nutritious coconut recipes published by Dr. K.U. Pavitra, Head of Department of Food Science and Processing Management. And Principles of Food Processing and Preservation published by Dr. Pavitra, Mrs. P. Deepalakshmi, and Ms. D. Shweta of Food Science and Processing Management. Next, the student induction program organized in that college. The student induction program have started with different sessions, universal human values conducted by the principal, and curriculum and role of IQAC by the Dean Academics. And the student induction program inaugurated by Mr. Babu Rajan, who is the head of TCS Chennai. And the session given by the IQAC coordinator under the title Role of NAC. And the sessions have taken in under the title Literary Activity and Extracurricular Activities have given to the students. Arranged the industrial visit to Vaigai Dam as well as extension activity under the title Creative Art and Culture. Faculty induction program organized in the college, which is inaugurated, and the title has given by the principal, Higher Education System, to the faculty members, and industrial visit has arranged to the RO lab, and the title has given by Dr. S. Subramanian, Role of Research. Ice-breaking session for the faculty members conducted, and field trip to the faculty members arranged to Surili Falls. Totally, we have tied up with the 43 organizations in association with the functional MOUs. Awards for the college. Appreciation award we received for the outstanding excellence and amazing commitment from Indian Association for the Blind. And we donated the blood to the Meenakshi Mission Hospital and Government Rajaji Hospital in 74 units and 67 units. And the best practices of our college, life skill activities and courses, driving, swimming and gymnasium, as well as JKLS has included in the curriculum to the students. Life skill activities, driving, we are providing 30 hours to the students, theory 10 hours, simulation 10 hours, and on-the-road training 10 hours, and the swimming, training 20 hours to the students. Gymnasium is inside the college, the student will be using it on their own time. And the student support given to the students in the form of passport service as well as PAN card service, so which is provided by the college to all the students who are all studying in the premises. And Pearl, proficient usage of registered learning and development of values and ethics. This Pearl is actually given in the form of English, health, Tamil Tirukural as well as Hindi to the students on all the days by the Dean Academics. And the competitions used to conduct to the students in the form of essay writing, speech, as well as fireless cooking and other competitions. And Cultural Heritage of India, we have associated with the Dawn Foundation to educate the Indian literature, culture, tradition, practices, religion, philosophy, science, management, and Indian knowledge system. Another best practice is internship. We are providing the internship to the students the last 6 months, honoring the faculty members on their birthdays. Internship, through this internship, the students are gaining hands-on training, opportunities in interested domain, entrepreneurship, professional grooming, industrial exposure, placement support. And a token of love has been given to the faculty members on their birthdays by the management. And next one, CDC Curriculum Development Cell, which is heading by the Dean Academics, Dr. S. Priya. The curriculum enrichment has been covered with the CBCS, outcome-based education, and the language French has been introduced, and textbook publication in Tamil and English. Extracurricular has been covered with Pearl, Speak to Peak, and club activities by the departments. And extra credit courses also provided to the students apart from the regular curriculum, JKLS, CHOI, that is Cultural Heritage of India, and CITP course Innovation and Technical Presentation. These are all the activities conducted by the CDC through Pearl as well as Cultural Heritage of India. And the staff members have got benefited through a Capshine app, which is a learning app towards the faculties as well as the students. The best users in the Capshine award recently received by the following faculty members: Dr. R. Sujata, Mrs. N. Anuradha, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, Dr. Pavitra Krishna from HOD of FSPM, Mrs. Nirmala Devi, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, Dr. B. Meenakshi Sundaram, Assistant Professor of BBA, Dr. Kumaran, HOD of BBA. And the students have got the Capshine Awards as a star speakers for the month of February, Mr. Hariharan, 3rd B&I student. And for the month of April, 3rd FSPM students, 3 students, Ms. Yalini, Ms. Janani, and Ms. Harshini, and the Professor, Assistant Professor, Mr. Arun Kumar of B&I. Next one, IQAC, Internal Quality Assurance Cell. We used to conduct the regular meetings, AQAR submissions at the end of the academic year, ISHE submission, participation in internal and external meetings, feedback analysis we used to collect from the students and the stakeholders, adherence to the academic calendar regularly, and conduction of events and activities, and usually we have the auditing through the file. The internal assurance cell team members, which is heading by the assistant coordinator, Mrs. R. Suganti Hepshiba. The team, we are having 7 criterions. The criterion 1 in charges, Mrs. V. Padmavati and Dr. Pavitra Krishna. Criterion 2 in charges, Mrs. Suganti and Mrs. Nirmala. And criterion 3 in charges, Dr. Kumaran and Mr. Babu Kevin. And criterion 4 in charges, Mr. Gangadharan and Mr. Vivek. And criterion 5 in charges, Mr. Selvam and Mrs. Anuradha. And criterion 6 in charges, Dr. Abraham and Dr. Selvaraj. And criterion 7 in charges, Mr. Kishore, Mr. Pandiyarajan and Mrs. Dava Pandiyammal. And the cell initiatives, IQAC cell initiatives, quality improvements in the NIRF ranking, and IIC, which is Institution Innovation Council, and NAD, recently called as ABC, Academic Bank of Credits. And we have initiated the Unnat Bharat Abhiyan also. And IT integration enhancement, we are having the in-house ERP under the title of Campus Management System. ICT tools, we are doing it inside the college in the form of teaching learning. And new implementations recently this year, online fee payment through the college website. And SLCS Samaj Seva, we have introduced it. Faculty induction programs, regularly we are conducting it. Sales day, twice in a semester towards the students. Talent show, once in a month towards the students. And Caption has been introduced to enhance the language to the students as well as faculty members. And teaching learning methodology, activities based, it is employability and entrepreneurship skill courses have been introduced to the students through the departments. Capacity development programs organized, seminars, webinars, workshops, industrial visits organized towards the students. And e-content repositories, we are actually having it. IQAC initiatives, seminars under the title Vetri Ungal Kayil, as well as cyber awareness to the faculties as well as the students. And professional administrative training programs under personal investment methods title, as well as stress management towards the faculty members. And faculty development program on Discover Yourself, recently we organized it. And IQAC Caption program, we have tied up with the Suleika extension activities of our college. Under 4 titles, we are having this extension activities, NSS, YRC, RRC, UBA, which is coordinated by Dr. R. Damodaran, who is the Assistant Professor of Commerce. We have adopted the villages Nedumadurai under UBA 5 villages, Solankurni, Patti, Periya Alankulam, Surakulam, and Kombadi. And we received the blood donation award from the Meenakshi Mission Hospital. And the extension activities extended to donate the food to the needy people as well as elders' home. And the extension activity, awareness on post office savings scheme at Nedumadurai, a training to the students for the eco-friendly approach. And the students are cleaning the water channel at the Velakal. And the plastic-free zone, the students are clearing the plastics inside and outside the green campus. Next one, placement activities, which is coordinated by the placement officer, Mr. Maniraj. So in total, 15 drives conducted so far. 95 students got placed. These are all our recruiters. We want to include the IBM to be active in the incoming days. The drives have conducted, which is City Union Bank, Tata AIG, Bajaj Capital, ITC Limited, Veritas Finance. Off-campus drives attended by our students, Reliance Geomart, HDB Finance, Karur Vaisya Bank. Next to SLCS celebrations, we used to celebrate the days, 75th Independence Day celebration, National Education Day celebration, and National Youth Day celebration, 75th Republic Day celebration, and talent show we have organized in campus, Teachers Day celebration, and New Year and Christmas celebration, and Pongal celebrations, Women's Day celebration, and Men's Day celebration. And next, sports activities. So sports activities by the Director of Physical Education is coordinating, Mr. D. Pandiyarajan. 4 groups are there, the houses, challengers, rockers, sparklers, and thrillers. And annual sports meet competitions we have organized on 15th of March. So few of them I have showcased here, volleyball, 1500 meters, Coco, 100 meters. Mr. Annavi, the Chief Reservation Supervisor, actually inaugurated the annual sports meet. And we have organized the intercollegiate sports meet in the title of Athlon by the MBA department. And the sports activities is getting extended with Mr. M. Vinod Khanna, who is the second year computer science, who got selected in South Zone Inter-University Table Tennis Tournament, which is held at Christ University, Bangalore. Ms. Shivasri, second BCom Honours of ACCA, got selected in MKU team South Zone Inter-University Chess Competition, held at Reva University, Bangalore. And the student, Mr. Hari Vignesh, second year BBA, got the opportunity in the powerlifting competition under MKU. And Mr. Logeshwaran, who is the best physics, second year BSc Animation. And Mr. M. Balaganesh, who is the first year BSc Computer Science, who got selected in All India Inter-University Roller Skating Competition, which is held at Andhra University. Now we are moving on to the departments. The first, Department of Marine Catering and Hotel Management, which is headed by Mr. C. Suresh Kumar and the team of faculty members. Proficiency Awards goes to Mr. Yoga Shivin, Mr. Prabhu for the batch 2023, Mr. Arul and Mr. Gokul for the batch 21-24, Mr. Sauban and Mr. Rangadurai for the batch 22-25. And the best outgoing awards goes to Mr. Jayasurya for male and Ms. Lakshmi for female. Department activities. The department has conducted entrepreneurship activities and workshops organized in the department under the title Cuisine Franchise and others. Workshops and field visit towards the Keeladi, the department have organized, and they have organized the value-added course STCW, Standard of Training, Certification and Watch Keeping. And they have conducted the National and International Day celebrations, World Tourism Day, Human Rights Day, National Youth Day, and they have organized extension outreach programs, Share the Meal towards the needy people, and also cleanliness in service towards the area, Alagarkovil, Nedumadurai and others. And administrative training programs to the housekeeping faculty members in the title General Service Etiquette. And the students have got placed in Costa Cruises, Taj Tirupati, Somerset Greenways Chennai, and Citadines OMR Chennai, Amica Hotel Madurai, Courtyard by Marriott Madurai, and the recruiters of the department. And the students have got prizes in mixologist competition as well as quiz. Next, moving on to the Department of Computer Science, which is headed by Ms. Padma Priya and the team of members. Proficiency awards goes to Mr. Visagan, Mr. Badri Narayana for the batch 2023, and Ms. Taruni and Ms. Divya for the batch 21-24, and Ms. Divya and Ms. Twisha for the batch 22-25. Best outgoing awards goes to Mr. Adityan for the male and Ms. Yuvashri for female. And seminars have organized in the department in the title of Ethical Hacking and RDBMS Security Privilege and others. Value-added course under the title MTC Power BI Training, and the value-added course have organized in Data Analytics and Linux Fundamentals. Then leader Chhatrapati Shivaji birthday celebrated on the title of National and International Day celebration. Extension and outreach programs have given to the nearby villages, school students in training the MS Word. And the students have got placed in Trilex, Wipro Limited, Bangalore, Skillsmith Business Services Private Limited, Afar Technologies, Madurai, and the recruiters of the department. And the faculty achievement, Mrs. D. Padma Priya, she got the Excellence in Research Award. And the department is guiding the students during the learning itself they can earn. So the students are getting 15,000 per month through the internship. 5 students have got the beneficial in the Ozone Cyber Security under the project name Cyber Security. And next, moving on to the Department of BCom Banking and Insurance, which is headed by Mrs. Padmavati and the team of members. Proficiency awards goes to Ms. Abhinaya and Ms. Sneha Lakshmi to the batch 2023, and Hartwin Jose and Vinodini for the batch 21-24, Netra and Trisha for the batch 22-25. Best outgoing awards goes to Mr. Hariharan as male and Ms. Abhinaya for female. And a seminar and industrial visit organized by the departments in the title of Innovative Insurance Products and Others. And value-added courses given by the department under the title Tally ERP Health Insurance and Others. And extension or outreach activities conducted by the department to the nearby villages Nedumadurai in educating the members how to, they have given the awareness towards the insurance and government schemes and household savings under the women. And the students have got placed in the City Union Bank, Bajaj Capital, ITC Limited, and the recruiters of the department. Next, moving on to the Department of Animation, which is headed by Mr. P. Kishore Kumar and the team of faculty members. The Proficiency Awards goes to Mr. Suganeshwaran, Mr. P. Surya for the batch 2023, and Ms. Ovia, Mr. Anbukrishnan for the batch, Anbukrishnan as well as Mr. Ramanan for the batch 21-24, and Ms. Vaishnavi, Mr. Sam for the batch 22-25. Proficiency Awards for the PG Diploma in Animation Techniques, Ms. Lakshmi Priya and Ms. Jayalakshmi for the batch 22-23, and Mr. Maheshwaran for the batch 21-22. And the Best Outgoing Awards for UG, Mr. Sanjay is receiving for male and Ms. Raghavi receiving for male, and Mr. Lokesh Kumaran for a male as well as Jayalakshmi for female. Seminars and workshops organized by the department in the title Concept Art and Clay Modeling and Others. Value-added courses in the title Animation Production Techniques, Advanced Visual Effects and Others. And they have provided professional training in 3D animation as well as advanced XD designing in Adobe XD and Figma. Entrepreneurship development programs have organized in the departments under the title Entrepreneurship Opportunities in VFX Industry and Others. And National International Day celebrated in the title International Animation Day, International Human Rights Day, and World Day for Prevention of Child Abuse. And extension activities they have extended towards the nearby villages in developing the handicrafts using the waste materials as well as Peep to Art World. And the students have got placed in Ajax, Phantom Effects, Tata Alexi, Mako, etc. They are recruiters of the animation department. And the student achievements, Mr. Suguneshwaran, who got the award with Best Character Animator Award for his animation film Remembrance at the National Film Festival. And the students who are working under the Earn While Learn concept, and totally they have received 19,000 by 5 students. Next we are moving on to the Visual Communication Department, which is headed by Mr. Venkatesh and the team of faculty members. Proficiency Awards goes to Mr. Arasumani, Ms. Sushmita Suresh for the batch 2023, and Ms. Pratika, Ms. Rasbiya for the batch 21-24, Ms. Bhavani and Mr. Navani for the batch 22-25. Proficiency Awards for the MSc Viscom, Mr. Krishnan for the batch 21-23, Mr. Sriram and Ms. Gita for the batch 22-24. And Best Outgoing Awards for BSc Viscom, Mr. Monish is receiving for male and Ms. Shweta receiving for female. And for MSc Viscom, Mr. Krishnan is receiving for male. And the events organized in the department, Kalluri Villa and others. And the workshop they have organized, Konjam Nadigavas from the Aditya TV channel and Vijay Takkar TV channel, they have organized here. These are all the workshops they have organized in the departments. And the events, Kalluri Talks, a debate show has organized in the department. And they had an interaction with the Yatire movie team in the college. And they have provided the value-added courses, multi-camera production and EDP programs they have organized with the title Innovation in Film Analysis and Leadership and Team Building towards the students. They have organized the World Photography Day in the department, and extension and outreach activities they made the cleanliness and green city near to the college, that is Keeladi. Administrative training programs they have given under the title E-Waste Management to the non-teaching staff members. They are recruiters. And student achievements, Ms. Anushka, who is second year, won the first prize for Best Video Jockey, and Ms. Vinodini and team, she got the Best Editor Award, and Ms. Pandi Divya, she won the third prize for Miss MADURAI. And student achievements getting continued, Mr. Krishnan, who got the technical support for Men's Day celebration, and Mr. Krishnan got the first prize in WOW Tamil Nadu state level competition. And Mr. done a good photography. Canon India featured his photograph in their official Instagram. And the students of Viscom department have participated in induction South India Media and Entrepreneurship Summit at Chennai. Next, moving on to the Department of Networking, which is headed by Mr. Adi Gopal and the team of faculty members. Proficiency Awards goes to Ms. Hari Lakshmi, Mr. Vesma for the batch 2023, Ms. Andal and Mr. Jay Ganesh for the batch 21-24, Ms. Shweta and Ms. Harishita for the batch 22-25. And the Best Outgoing Awards is with Mr. Westman receiving for male and Ms. Hari Lakshmi for female. The workshops organized in the department under the title Data Science using Python, IoT and Robotics doctorate recently from Gandhigram Rural University. Next, moving on to the Department of BBA Logistics and Shipping Management, which is headed by Dr. Kumaran and the team of faculty members. Proficiency Awards goes to Ms. A. Padmini, Mr. Rajeshwar for the batch 2023, Ms. Sri Kala, Ms. Sujita for the batch 21-24, Ms. Nikita and Ms. Vidya for the batch 22-25. Best Outgoing Awards received by Mr. Hitesh Kumar for male and Ms. Govika for female. The department have organized industrial visit to Tuticorin VOC port and 5G services in India and others. The value-added courses conducted by the department under the title Trade and Commercial Terms and Trade Route and Shipping Overview and others. So these are all the EDP programs organized in the department. And International Days, World National Day celebrated, International Literacy Day, World Immunization Day, World Water Day celebrated by the departments. Extension programs extended to physical and mental health towards the school students, protecting the nature, voting rights, awareness given in the different programs. Administrative training program under the title Office Management to the non-teaching faculty members. And the students have got placed in City Union Bank, Kadari Women's Logistics, Jasmine Towers, Imperial Management, and the recruiters of the department. And the student, Mr. Mahendran, got the award for the Silambam, and the weightlifting competition the student received it, and Ms. Sujita went to Malaysia to attend an international conference. Next, moving on to the Department of Fire and Industrial Safety, which is headed by Mr. Vivek Ramkumar and the team members. Proficiency Awards goes to Mr. Jeeva and Mr. Ananda for the batch 2023, Mr. Muttaya, Mr. Pal for the batch 21-24, Mr. Dijoshi and Mr. Vinayagamurthy for the batch 22-25. And the Best Outgoing Award goes to Mr. Nivedan for male. Industrial visit and seminar organized by the departments under the title of Industrial Safety Practices at TNPL, Karur, and Firefighting Techniques and Innovative Road Safety by the departments. Valid course provided by the department, IOSH, Institution for Occupational Safety and Health, Basic First Aid for the students, and the department activities conducted inside the college premises as well as outside the schools. National International Day, Pollution Control Day they organized, National Safety Week they have organized, and the extension outreach programs they have organized under the title Fire Safety and Fire Prevention at Guhan Matriculation School, and they have organized Innovative Road Safety and Road Safety Awareness Rally towards the public members. Administrative training program organized for the drivers of our college as well as others. The recruiters of the department. Next, moving on to the Department of Food Science and Processing Management, which is heading by Dr. Pavitra Krishna and the team of members. Proficiency Awards goes to Ms. Janani, Ms. Harshini for the batch 2023, Ms. Sivaraga and Ms. Danya for the batch 21-24, Ms. Sophia and Ms. Akshara for the batch 22-25. Best Outgoing Awards goes to Ms. Varshini as well as Ms. Yalini for female. And seminar workshops organized by the departments, Value Addition in Millets and other titles. And they have provided the value-added course, Food Safety course level, and Nutrient Analysis and others. EDP programs organized by the department towards Naga Foods and also industrial visit to Sri Ramoji Polypack. National International Day, Hepatitis Day they have celebrated, World Food Day they have celebrated. And the extension activities towards cleaning activity at Sotuparai Dam and Step Up for Bone Health they have organized to the public. The students have got placed in Patwari Bakers RO Lab and the recruiters of the department. And the student achievements, Mr. P. Ilakya Raja, who got the Nobel Book World Records in Double Stick Silambam, and Ms. Yalini, she co-authored the book The Silver Phonics, and Ms. Charlata, she received the second prize in national level e-quiz in commemoration with International Year of Millets. And next, moving on to the Department of BCom Honors, which is headed by Mr. Ravi Shankar and the team of faculty members. Proficiency Awards goes to Mr. Rakul, Mr. Ramasubramanian for the batch 2023, Ms. Yasaki and Ms. Munishwari for the batch 21-24, Mr. Ranganath and Ms. Jnanalakshmi for the batch 22-25. Best Outgoing Awards goes to Mr. Ramasubramanian for male, Ms. Aishwarya for female. And the department have organized seminars, workshops, and industrial visits in the title of Entrepreneurship, Ramji Polypacks, Workshop on Business Valuation, and others. Value-added courses in the title Tally ERP and Modalities of GST. And EDP programs they have organized for small innovative industries and motivational session by the successful entrepreneur and others. International Day, World Heritage Day celebration the department has organized in the Keeladi, Madurai. Extension outreach programs, they went to Alagar Malai for the environmental awareness program. And the students have got placed in City Union Bank and the recruiters of the department. Next, moving on to BCom Honors ACCA department, which is headed by Dr. D. Selvaraj and the team of members. Proficiency awards goes to Ms. Durga Devi, Ms. Harshavardhini for the batch 2023, Ms. Ashvika, Ms. Anandi for the batch 21-24, Ms. Sahitya, Ms. Raja Gomati for the batch 22-25. And the best outgoing awards goes to Mr. Siva for male and Ms. Harshavardhini for female. Industrial visit organized by the departments to the Parley Biscuit Factory as well as Venus Home Appliances. And the value-added courses the department have organized financial operating statements, IFRS statements, and others. EDP programs the department have organized. And National International Day celebrations the department have organized under the title World IPR Day, National Small Industry Day, International Accounting Day. And extension outreach programs organized in extending their service towards cleaning the Kurvithurai Perumal Temple as well as Gandhi Memorial Museum, Madurai. And the students have got placed in the City Union Bank, Bajaj Capital, ITZ, and the recruiters. And the students have cleared the ACCA exams recently in the March 2023. And next, moving on to the Master of Business Administration, which is headed by Dr. M. Subramanian and the team of faculty members. Proficiency awards goes to Ms. Rajalakshmi, Ms. Bhuvaneshwari for the batch 21-23, Ms. Anu Padmini and Ms. Saubarnika for the batch 22-24. Best outgoing awards goes to Mr. Santosh Narayanan for male and Ms. Sridevi for female. The seminar workshop organized in the department Micmac Man under the title and Data-Driven Business Decision and BNI Meet organized. Value-added course under the title Lingua Skills as well as Microsoft Excel certification. And the department have organized entrepreneurship development programs under Startup Bootcamp and National Management Day they have celebrated. Extension outreach programs, they have extended the value of education towards the nearby schools. And the students have got placed in Tata AIG, City Union Bank, ITZ, HDB Finance, Veritas Finance, Karur Vaisya Bank, Reliance Mark, Kent RO, Exide Industries, Home First, the recruiters of the department. And the students' achievement, 19 students have got cleared the certificate course in digital banking, and Mr. Vivek, who cleared the IIBF Diploma in Banking Finance, as well as Mr. Nagasurya have cleared Diploma in Banking and Finance. The faculty achievements, the faculty members have published the patents, journal, FDP, conference. And next, moving on to the alumni interactions by the departments, MCHM, Computer Science, Banking and Insurance, and Animation, Visual Communication, Networking, Food Science and Processing Management Department, BCom Honors, Master of Business Administration. So alumni are very much supporting to our college. Association meetings by the departments, MCHM under the title Hospitality Education Network Association, Computer Science under the title Technofest, Banking and Insurance under the title QUNTAS, Animation under the title D.P. Roy Chowdhury Association, Visual Communication title Media's Cornet, Networking title is NetKings, Business Administration BBA under the title Zeal, and Fire and Industrial Safety under the title Herbert William Henrich, Food Science and Processing Management under the title FAGAS, BCom Honors under the title Pinnacle, BCom Honors ACCA Royal Charter Association, and MBA under the title Lakshya. Career guidance programs organized in the department of MCHM, opportunity to work in Malaysia, hospitality job opportunities in merchant shipping, job opportunities in overseas and cruise line, computer science under the title Career Guidance Program on Campus Drive, IT Industry Career Opportunities, and B&I department under the title Soft Skill Development, Positive Youth Development, and Animation, Recent Trends in Gaming Industry, Opportunity Zones, Graphic Design in Corporates, Visual Communication organized under the title Kalamin Kanavugal, and they have organized a camera repair workshop also. Networking, they have organized career opportunities in IT industry and artificial intelligence and machine learning, and BBA department under the title Lifestyle International. Fire and safety under the title Oil and Gas Industries. Food Science and Processing Management organized career opportunities under the title Occupational Prospects in Food Technology and Others. BCom Honors under the title Clearing Competitive Exams, and BCom Honors ACCA under the title Accounting for Business, Accounting for Finance, and MBA New Age Electives. Professional development programs organized by the departments, banking and insurance, curriculum designing based on IIBF certification, and animation on various topics. Fire and industry arranged the field trip to the faculty members, and food science and processing department have organized in various topics, and MBA have organized under the title Research Tools and Techniques. Finally, thank you for your patience. I thank the management, Dr. R. Lakshmipati sir, the president, Dr. L. Ramasubbu sir, the secretary, and Mr. Ramkumar sir, the management executive, the chief guest, Mrs. Meenakshi Srinivasan, the dean, the COE, teaching and non-teaching staff members of SLCS and SLF, Suganti Hepshiba, Mr. Kishore, and Mr. Abraham, for the annual day coordinators, Mr. Hakim and Mrs. Vasanti, in helping the PPT presentation. Thank you all, my dear students and the faculties. Thank you.
கல்லூரி புரிந்த சாதனைகளை வணங்கிய கல்லூரி முதல்வர் அவர்களுக்கு நன்றிகளை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம்.
Thank you, ma'am, for acknowledging and rendering all the annual achievements of students, faculty members, and the activities of all the departments so meticulously and gracefully in detail. I request all the dignitaries to be seated in dais.
Drive, dedication and desire towards all endeavors distinguishes a professional from their peers. I am so delighted to invite such a professional, our dedicated Dean Academics, Dr. S. Priya ma'am, for Chief Guest introduction.
Honorable President Sir, esteemed Secretary Sir, Management Executive Sir, beloved Principal Ma'am, renowned Chief Guest of the Day, enthusiastic professors, HODs, coordinators, faculty members, parents and my dear students. It is precise and precious moment that I am given an opportunity to introduce the Chief Guest of the Day today. Madam Meenakshi Srinivasan comes from a humble joint family that hail majority from the temple city, Madurai. She was a gold medalist in her UG, which she cleared in Tyagaraja College, Madurai, and went for her MBA from Madurai Kamaraj University. She was recruited by IBM in the year 1998. Starting her career as a developer, in the words of Shweta Pai, she is the founder of Nature and Roots. She says that Madam is a total firecracker who brings the big guns both in terms of guts in news and business decisions. As an accomplished technology leader with several years of experience in the field of management, service strategies, and delivery, Madam has an extensive exposure in managing transformational programs across geographies and different cultures at various organizational levels by leading cross-cultural teams to drive excellence in operations and performance. She has managed IT infrastructure service portfolios, program delivery, and business development functions with focus on customer satisfaction. As a global offering leader running some of the most strategic portfolios with IBM hybrid cloud services such as Dev's Security Ops, AI Ops, FinOps, and others, she leads a global practice of practitioners specialized in advanced solutions to manage a wide variety of hybrid cloud workloads. She has led many large-scale clients' transformations by helping formulate strategies for scaled adoptions of agile and DevOps solutions. A strong proponent of end-to-end DevOps, which has been accepted across the clients as well as market analysts as the right approach to DevOps transformation. She worked up the rings of the corporate ladder from an entry-level cadre to one of the vice president of the company within a very short span of 25 years. And she has built many teams across 13 plus countries and has delivered transformational projects to a variety of telecom and financial service clients. And as an IBMer, her approach always looks into the value of client service. In one of her speeches delivered in the YouTube, she strongly believes that if IBM cannot give somebody a career, no one else can give a career. Because IBM deals with product development, research, hardcore programming, and anything and everything which deals with cloud and digital platform. So we are all eagerly waiting for you, ma'am, to hear the food of thought and the seed of inspiration in your address, in your special address. Thank you very much for your valuable presence and time. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for the beautiful introduction. On this auspicious occasion, we are so glad to honor the chief guest, Mrs. Meenakshi Srinivasan, Vice President of IBM. As a token of love and gratitude, I am immensely elated to invite our Honorable President, sir, to present memento to our chief guest.
Good morning. So it's an honor, privilege, blessing, gratitude. I'm just searching for words to stand here in such a dais with our Honorable Dr. Lakshmipati sir and Ramasubbu sir and the management executive and Dr. Sujata, who is my friend. And I'm here. I can very proudly say that I'm here. It's because of the blessings and all the good things my parents have done and my forefathers have done. So I just want to take a moment to say thank you to them. I don't have my parents today with me, but I'm sure they're there somewhere blessing me, right? All of you are comfortable with English, Tamil? What do you want? Both? Okay, good. இங்க மதுரையில் வந்துட்டு தமிழ் பேசல நம்ம எப்படி. So, as everybody has told, I was born in Ooty, right? Born in a joint family. So, Appa was the eldest of totally, he had, including him, 10 people, right? So he was the eldest in the family. So you can imagine, Amma, first marumagal, all time in the kitchen, right? And she used to cook at least for 50 people at a time, right? And I was brought up by all my chittappa, attai, and whatnot, right? So you can imagine a house with full of 10 people, and then that being Ooty, you will have a lot of relatives thinking, oh, Ooty, somebody is there. There is no need to worry about hotel. We can go and stay there, right? So all the relatives, Tata's siblings and Paati's siblings, all of them, right? So it's like a Parangalathu Tamil movie mari vechukongla. So every day morning you wake up, you will be introduced to a new person in the house, saying, Ivanga vandu, avanga nathanaroda, ponnoda, peti, kind of relationships, right? So actually that taught me how to be so flexible in life, right? The way we are brought up is what we are. And I'm truly delighted to see, so those morals and values are kind of embedded here, right? Because that's your basement, astivaram, right? If your basement is strong, you can build any building, right? If the basement is not so strong, you can imagine, right, what can happen, right? It's the basic thing of being happy with whatever we had. We didn't have so much of money. Tata actually was in a Tamil Nadu electricity board. He was one of the transport officer. And two things Tata taught us, right? One is never say no to anybody when they're hungry for food. Give them food, right? Second one is help anybody who want to get educated, right? These are the two things I learned from my grandfather, right? We have my mother. In fact, I belong to a family of 6, including me. We were 6 siblings. I lost one of my brother recently, but then 6 of us. So you can imagine the kind of standard of living we had, right? Appa had responsibility to bring up his brothers, sisters, get them married. And I have not seen my grandmother, right? So my mother was like a mother to many of my aunts. So it was like, I have brought up my attai's kids, right? I am Tuli Atome. I don't know whether any of you remember. I have done it for because their delivery used to happen in my house. And we lived in SS Colony near Madurai, right? So that is where the house was. So way we are brought up absolutely determines who we are, right? So we all have to be very, very proud that we are here, where you are really inculcated the value that is going to be what is the steps to go to the next level, right? So I studied, as was mentioned, I actually studied in government school near that Travelers Bangla. I studied there till my 10th standard, right? Then I went to Cape Hall for +1, +2. Then I went to Tyagarajar College, 3 years. Absolutely, I was a gold medalist, but we have enjoyed life, right, Suja? I think we have watched enough movies, not cutting the college for sure. That I can tell you very clearly, right? In fact, I can very proudly say that that group of people that we were together, we are still together. We do have now, thanks to WhatsApp, we have a WhatsApp group. Every year, we try to go out, meet each other, talk. And that is a relationship you're all building. Please don't leave this. I can vouch for it, right? The relationship that you build, the friendship that you build, all of you sitting next to each other, is something you will cherish in your life forever. Because this is the friendship, you can be what you want to be. I remove whatever crown that I have outside when I go and talk to my friends. And even Dr. Suja does it, right? She will remove everything when she comes into the gang and talks to us. That is where you can be truly who you are, right? So ensure that you build this friendship and don't lose that friendship. Because sometimes what you need is just to talk out your problem to someone who doesn't judge you, who doesn't really talk behind your back, who will kick you if needed, right? Saying, what the hell are you doing? Get back to track. That is this friendship. And that is what you're building. You won't realize it. You will realize it after some time, because when you grow up, you will start realizing many people want your friendship because they want something from you. This friendship is absolutely precious because they just don't want anything. They just want to be with you. And they are very much interested in you growing. So ensure that you keep this, cherish this. It's very, very important, right? At the end of the day, you really need, especially when you grow up, and you will actually, when you grow, you will realize that you are alone. Only then you can grow, right? If everybody is there, you're not growing, right? So when you grow, when you are alone in top, what you need is good friends. So keep in mind that you have to take care of this friendship. If you fought with anybody among each other, sort it out today, right? This fight is nothing. You will see a much bigger fight when you get out of the college. So ensure you cherish this friendship, right? That's another thing I wanted to tell you. And growing in a corporate is not easy, right? What really matters is how much of perseverance you have. And in the world where all of you are so much used to this instant coffee, instant cinema, you no longer go to a theater, right? You go to Amazon Prime and you can watch whatever you want, right? And you're so much used to the fact that I just want a coffee now. I don't want to wait for the, I still remember when I was a kid, Amma used to buy that coffee beans and she used to fry it. And it used to be a turn of duty, right? You can imagine making coffee for so many people, right? Somebody will fry the coffee bean, and we used to have that machine where you can put the coffee bean, take out that powder, and then boil the water. So from a Tamil Orthodox Brahmin family, you can imagine our day doesn't start without a proper filter coffee in the morning, right? All of that we used to do. But today, what's happening? Nobody has patience for anything. We just go pull out a filter coffee. We no longer watch 5-day cricket match. Do you guys watch? What do we watch? T20. We want to do start 7 o'clock in the evening, finish it by 11 o'clock in the night and go to sleep. So we want everything now, instant. That's why there is a lot of instant karma also, right? That is what we encounter now, right? So in this kind of a scenario, what is important is perseverance. Are we clear of what we want? And do we stand by that? It's not like you're going to get the result immediately. We have to stand by that. We need to have that patience to wait. In earlier days, we used to write letters, and the letters used to come after 3 days, 4 days, right? And then we used to write letter back. And we used to get, when we used to get telegram, we used to be worried. Because telegram comes only when something bad happens, right? From there to mobile all the time. I don't think we can live without mobile. Anybody thinks you can? I don't know. Right? Night, by the time we sleep, we look into it. Next day morning, we wake up in the face of mobile. That's what we do. We want everything instant. We think that by just did something, I need something in return. May not be. So corporate life is going to be like that. You have to be really perseverant. And you have to have the passion. I really love what I was talking to Lakshmipati sir, right? So the perseverance and the commitment and the passion he has, even though he was telling me age is just a number, I think even if we get 1/10 or a small fraction of what he has, we all can be really successful. I can tell you that, right? I can seriously tell you that. Look at him coming to the college every day, right? It is not like he has to work to take care of his day-to-day things, right? He is here because of his passion. He is here because of his commitment. I think we should learn, we absolutely should learn the dedication from them, right? The dedication, perseverance, passion is what can take you where you are. And how you adapt. I think, again, I would like to put him as an example there. The flexibility and adaptability becomes very important, right? I don't know how many of you learn or know about something called a boiled frog syndrome. Any of you heard about it? No? Okay, then I can tell you. You take a frog, put that into a hot water. What happens? Jumps out, right? But same frog, you put it in the water and slowly heat it up, very slowly. The frog will keep adjusting the heat. It will keep adjusting. After some period, it reaches a stage where it no longer will have the energy to jump out, it gets killed. Don't become like that in what you're doing, right? The adaptability of what's happening around you is very, very important, right? The reason I'm bringing that here is there is so much changing around you, right? You are in now a beautiful environment. I should also tell you that I was so surprised to see that. And I'm also very happy to see that you're actually learning a lot of life skills, driving, right? All of you can drive. Very happy to see that. I don't know driving. I still can't drive a car. When somebody asks me, I tell them that I drive others. I can't drive, but I drive my other set of people. Whether it could be my husband, it could be my team members, it could be my kids. Now I have 3 drivers at home, my husband, my son, my daughter. So why should I learn driving? So I manage it. I tell them and I manage it, but internally I still feel that I have not learned driving, which is not right. Same swimming. I'm dead scared of water, right? If you learn swimming now, you're getting rid of your water-related phobia. It's good for you, right? You're facing the fear. Actually, my husband and my kids put me into that kind of a situation when we went to Bali last, right? We went to Bali in almost a year back. So there, they put me into the parasailing, right? First of all, I'm scared of heights. Second of all, I'm scared of water. They said, you don't have a choice, get on, right? But I can tell you, when you face your fear, it actually becomes beautiful. The experience is beautiful. You get rid of the fear, then you can see a beautiful view of the world from top, which otherwise I wouldn't have done it. So thanks to my family who pushed me in, right? So you will actually have people who will push you out of your comfort zone, right? And you have to be ready for that. And that is what is corporate world all about, right? Your dedication, your ability to perceive the things, learn things, and find your way. You absolutely have to find your way. Thank you. Is what is important, right? So technology, and I think this word of technology, AI, ML, and all of that is something that everybody is talking about. Any of you heard about ChatGPT? Hands up, yes, no, maybe. Okay, so there are a lot of people who are talking about ChatGPT. What can it do? I think with Principal Dr. Sujata here, I should not say that, but still I will say that. It can write an essay for you. Whatever the assignment that is given to you, ChatGPT can write it and give it to you, but don't do that, right? So it is a model that has been built over a period of time where all the knowledge has been put into what we call it as LLM in technical terms, that is large language modules, and it is trained, right? And you bring in this mission of the thing of artificial intelligence. So before we go to AI, let us see how we have evolved, right? I talked about how we used to talk. It used to be letters, telegram, then telephone, right? How many of you have landlines today? Landlines? No? Any of you have seen landlines? I'm sure parents can relate to landlines, right? We used to have landlines to talk, and from there came mobile. From mobile, it used to be, when the mobile came in, I can tell you that it used to be like very costly, right? Even incoming calls used to be charged, right? Forget about outgoing. Incoming used to be charged. So slowly look at how the communication industry has evolved. The only way of communication used to be letters, telegrams, to landline phones, trunk calls, STD, all of that. There are places where we used to literally wait, right, into STD booths to make a call. If you're outside to talk to your parents, there might be only one house which will have a telephone in a row, right? Everybody from outside will call up that house. So they will first call up and say, can you go and get my person and come? I will wait here. Then they will go and get, after 5 minutes, you will go and make a call again. And you will be standing in a queue, right, to make the call again. That's how we were talking to each other. Today, do we do any of that? Just pick up the phone. And that too, with everything, we make instant video calls, right? We don't even think twice with all the data evolution, how the telecommunication technology changes have happened. We have reached a stage where we are able to make a call at any point in time, at any instant, right? So the job that I'm in, I travel a lot, right? And my dad always wanted to travel. So what I used to do is, but he never wanted to really travel, but he wanted to see things. What I could really very proudly say that is all the countries, I would have at least visited some 13 to 15 countries so far. I've shown every single country to my dad, thanks to WhatsApp and video call and whatnot, because I have actually shown him. And I still remember I was in Buckingham Palace in London, and I called Appa and said, Appa, you want to see Buckingham Palace? And there was a fight going on in the house between Appa and Amma. And Appa was saying, call Elizabeth out, let's get married to her. And let's send Amma out. Amma is fighting with me a lot. Check whether Elizabeth is free, I want to get married to her. Right? I still remember those lighter moments of my ability to do the video call. And my appa has seen the entire 15 countries through my eyes, right? I could show it to him. That is the advantage or possibility of technology. So we always started off technology for making things better, faster, cheaper, right? We started off doing things, huge manufacturing, so that my cost of per unit price can be brought down. And then how quickly, instead of running 20 hours of balancing my balance sheet, I can just click off a button, I can get it in Tally, right? Those were the things how technology helped. But now comes a juncture where the processing capacity and the ability to do the processing capacity has reached a stage where I can process pegabytes of data just like this, right? And we are talking about quantum computers, right? The ability and the processing capability has become really high. So in that kind of a scenario, what's going to happen to us, each one of us sitting here, right? As students, what you should do? You should start looking at how is technology impacting your specific field, right? For example, let's pick up, I saw visual communication, right? There are a lot of people coming out of visual communication. So your creativity, right? Your ability, and I saw that beautiful photograph, right? Which was published. So the creativity, so far we have never touched the creativity stage, right? We always were looking at logic, science, computing, helping hospitals and whatnot, and doing a research faster with computing power and all of that. Now technology is also entering into the creativity field, right? So I was in US 2 weeks. I think I landed last week. Before the 2 weeks I was there, I had a friend, my colleague's husband. He made me a Buddha with a 3D printer, a small cute Buddha. That is a possibility today. Earlier, when you have to really make something, the creativity is always dependent on human being, right? Actually, that is why in the field of art, technology was not too much. Technology was just looked up as an enabler, right? You were looking at it as like, okay, can I visualize better with the 3D? Can I really draw things with a CAD software, right? It was all enabler. Now what happens if you think about this scenario where technology can also create? Sometimes it's scary, then what will happen to me, right? What am I going to do is a question that comes to your mind. But what we need to do is using that technology's capability, how can I take things to the next level, is what each one of you have to start thinking through, right? He presented me a beautiful Buddha, right? He downloaded some images, and then he made some corrections and everything, and then it came out as a physical form of a small Buddha, right? And he has promised that he is going to make a small miniature of me by picking up my picture and trying to do it. That is the possibility that we are talking about. Creativity using technology is what's actually staring at each one of us. Does it mean that human creativity and intelligence no longer needed? No, we absolutely need it. Why do we need it? Because whatever the technology can finally produce is nothing but what you're training the model with, right? Still, to train, human creativity is needed, right? I can only do whatever 10 things that is taught to me, right? But I learn. So I also saw a lot of people with music and other interests, right? So you can think of a jazz music, right? I can have a jazz music model, and I can have a Carnatic music model, and I can merge both, and I can actually ask this machine learning language model to produce something which is a combination of jazz and Carnatic. It can do it for you, right? So you still have to learn. So what all you can learn? You can learn how to train the model, right? You can learn how to use the model, right? You can actually think about what else can I do innovatively so that you still stay relevant. What is important is this staying relevant. If you're not relevant, nobody is going to look at you. And that's where I really loved what Lakshmipati sir was talking about in terms of everybody has to be employable. When will you be employable? Only when you are relevant. If you're not relevant, nobody is going to take you. So what is important is not what he has given to you today, but you should also think about how do you stay current, up to date, and relevant at every point in time. If I stayed with what I learned in Tyagarajar College or MBA in the last 25 years, I would have become irrelevant long time back. how do you constantly upgrade? How do you constantly learn? There are so many methodologies, and I was amazed to see many students doing multiple courses online, which is extremely wonderful to see. There is so much to learn. There are so many open universities. Imagine me and Dr. Sujata studied when there was no Google. Right? You can now go and ask Google, write a program. I can't do that. I have to literally remember every damn thing when I wrote a program, my first program. Right? Today, you have Amazon, which is Amazon. Everybody calling Amazon because whatever you want it is giving. And you have Google, right? And you have now, you have all the AI and ML coming in. With all of that, you can actually quickly become irrelevant. You have to start figuring out how do you upscale yourself with technology? How do you become the user of the technology, right? It's not like you have to go and write a large language module, but you can learn how to use that large language module for your work so that you will be able to do it much faster, better, and cheaper. Right? Where you still don't lose your innovation and creativity. Because that becomes very, very important. Because if that is not there, still humans, whatever our emotions, our strength, and our relationship cannot be replaced by an AI or a machine. So what is important is you still keep your human touch, human feel, and human values. Because you can't lose any of them. That is your foundation. Right? That is what will make you to be relevant. Right? So I know I can actually talk for hours together. If I wouldn't have been in this industry as a vice president, I actually would have been a professor. That's what my team tells me. Because when I get on, they will say that I preach like a professor is what they keep telling me. I know professor's job, absolutely not easy, but then I can keep on talking. But what I really want to leave you with are 2 or 3 thoughts, right? Be focused, be passionate, be curious. Because this is very, very important. Because if you're not passionate about doing your job, please don't do it. Because you're not going to be doing it with 200% of your commitment, right? Second is the dedication and commitment, which actually comes in naturally if you're passionate about what you're doing, right? If you're not passionate, you're not going to be dedicated. The third one is constantly upgrade yourself. We call this as sharpen the saw, right? You can be a woodcutter who has been cutting woods for a number of years with the same saw without sharpening it, right? Then your productivity is going to be only that much. But if you really sharpen the saw, you will be able to produce much better than what somebody else will do. So that way it's important to continuously learn it. Your learning doesn't end here. You're just started to learn now, right? I always call this skill as learnability. How much learnability you have. Fourth important skill is also unlearn. Most of the time we all struggle with this. I have done it in n number of ways. I want to continue doing it in this way. Will not work. How do I unlearn is also becoming important. Because if you don't unlearn, you're not going to learn new things. So that way that also becomes important, right? And be happy and live the moment. This I keep telling everyone, right? You absolutely have to be a happy person, right? Everybody talks about stress, work-life balance. Everybody talks about that mental health. It's good to see a lot of people talking about mental health. But at the same time, it is sad because you're doing all of this for what in life? To be happy. If that is not met, why to do all of this, right? So how do you, and for me, my happiness always comes from being rooted and being disciplined, because I was so happy to see the word discipline coming in multiple times today when I talk to the faculty members and others, because discipline is very important, right? It's very easy to do whatever you want to do, but if you're not disciplined, you can never be successful. I can tell you that, right? So I do my regular routine of my yoga, which actually keeps me rooted, because what's important is being rooted. Because if you're not rooted, you can never be successful, right? So being rooted and have a routine that I don't miss whichever part of the world that I'm in. I can be in whichever, as I told you, I've been to multiple countries. But I don't miss my routine, irrespective of whichever part of the world that I'm in. That discipline is what keeps me going, because I manage close to around $500 million worth of contracts, right? That's the business that I work for my company. And there is a lot of stress. Trust me, there is a lot of stress if you take it to your head, right? I don't take it to my head. I look at job as a job, which gives me happiness, and put your 200% to it. Right? That's how I do. I'm so passionate to see all of you. And I also want to take this moment to thank all the parents. I think each one of us absolutely have to dedicate all our success to our parents. Mada Pida Guru Daivam, right? That's the order, right? Absolutely, thank you to all the parents. And thank you to all the faculty members. It's not easy to be a faculty or a professor or teacher, whatever way you want to call. And it is not easy to run an education institution. So complete thanks to each one of you sitting on the dais, because it's not easy, right? It is not easy to ensure that each one of you, and every time I was talking to him in the half an hour of time that I spent with him, he kept on telling, I want to ensure that everybody who joins my college is employable and financially stable. I don't think you will hear it from many other institutions, I can tell you for sure. So I'm very proud to see all of this happening, and be rooted, and you absolutely owe everything to your parents. Keep that in mind, because that is what can take you to the next level of heights. So with that, thank you everyone. Namaskaram to all.
யோசித்தால் மட்டும் போதாது, துணிந்து செயல்படு, வெற்றி உன் கையில் என சிறப்புரையாற்றிய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் அவர்களுக்கு நன்றிகளை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறோம்.
It's time to acknowledge the talent of our proficiency holders and best outgoing students who have been struggling and facing many challenges and difficulties to be pioneers. In fact, that's all because of their own perseverance, consistency and immovability that they are selected as champions. I take much pleasure in inviting our chief guest to distribute the award to the prize winners. Proficiency prize winners. For Tamil, first year, first prize goes to Shivani and second prize goes to Vignesh from the Department of ACCA and Banking and Insurance. For second year Tamil, first prize goes to Lakshmi Priya from the Department of Banking and Insurance, and second prize goes to Munishwari from the Department of Honors. For Hindi, first prize goes to Yuga Kartika from the Department of Banking and Insurance. For second year Hindi, first prize goes to Sharmila from the Department of Banking and Insurance. Proficiency Award for French. First prize goes to Nikita and second prize goes to Vishwa from the Department of BBA. Proficiency Award for French, second year. The prize goes to Sujita from the Department of BBA. Proficiency Award for English first year. First prize goes to Lakshmi Priya from the Department of Banking and Insurance, and second prize goes to Bhargavi from the Department of Computer Science and Shweta from the Department of Networking. Proficiency Award for English second year, and the award goes to Ashwin from the Department of Banking and Insurance.
Proficiency Award for Core Discipline. Department of BBA Logistics and Shipping Management, third year, first prize goes to Padmini A. Second year, first prize goes to Sri Kala, second prize goes to Sujita S. First year, first prize goes to Nikita, second prize goes to Vidya Shri. Department of Food Science and Processing Management, third years, first prize goes to DU Janani, second prize goes to Harshini. Second years, first prize goes to Sivaraga K, second prize goes to Dhanyashri S. First year, first prize goes to Sophia R, second prize goes to Akshara T. Department of Banking and Insurance, third years, first prize goes to Abhinaya C, second prize goes to Sneha Lakshmi. Second year, first prize goes to Hartwin Josh. First year's prize goes to Trisha TNG. Department of Networking, third year, first prize goes to Hari Lakshmi. Second year's first prize goes to Andal Priyadarshini, second prize goes to Jai Ganesh. First year, first prize goes to Sweda, second prize goes to Harshita. BCom Honors ACCA, third years. First prize goes to Durga Devi. Second prize goes to Harshavardhini. Second years, first prize goes to Asvika. Second prize goes to Anandi. First years, first prize goes to Sahitya. Second prize goes to Rajagomati.
Department of MCHM, second years. First prize goes to Arun Hartwin and second prize goes to Gokul. Department of MCHM, first years. First prize goes to Sauban Francis and second prize goes to Rengadurai. Department of BCom Honors, third years, and the Proficiency Award goes to Rama Subramanian. Second years, the first prize goes to Isaki Subashri and second prize goes to Munishwari. Department of Honors, first year, the Proficiency Award goes to Renganath and Jnanalakshmi. Department of Animation and the Proficiency Award for second years. First prize goes to Ovia and Anbu Krishnan. And second prize goes to Ramanan. From the first year, first prize goes to Vaishnavi and second prize goes to Prize and Sam. Department of Animation, PG Diploma in Animation Techniques. First prize goes to Maheshwaran and Lakshmi Priya.
And second prize goes to Jayalakshmi. Proficiency Award for the Department of Computer Science. Third year, Badri Narayanan. And from second year, first prize goes to Taruni and second prize goes to Divya. And from the first year, first prize goes to Divya Darshini and second prize goes to Twisha. Proficiency Award for the Department of Fire and Industrial Safety. Third year, Jiva Yogesh. And from second year, Paul Thomas. And from the first year, first prize goes to Dijoshi and second prize goes to Vinayaga Murthy. Proficiency Award for the Department of Visual Communication, UG. From third year's first year, first prize goes to Arasumani and second prize goes to Shushmita Suresh. From second year, first prize goes to Pratika and second prize goes to Rashvia Jahan Nisha. From the first year, first prize goes to Bhavani and second prize goes to Navaneet Kishore. Proficiency Award for the Department of Visual Communication, PG. First year, Gifta Krishnan. And from second year, Grishwin Karna. Proficiency Award from the Department of MBA. Second year, first prize goes to Rajalakshmi and second prize goes to Bhuvaneshwari. And from first year, Saubarnika.
Next award for Best Outgoing Students Final Year, Department of BBA, Hitesh Kumar P. Gopika B. Department of FSPM, Varshini V and Yalini M. Best outgoing student, Nitesh Kumar. Best outgoing student, BBA, Gopika V. Next, BCom BNI, Abhinaya C. Best outgoing student, FSPM, Varshini V. Department of Networking, Hari Lakshmi. Best outgoing student, Yalini M. BCom Honors ACCA, Shiva J. and Harshavardhani B. BCom Honors, Ramasubramanian and Aishwarya Prabha.
Best outgoing students for Diploma in Animation Techniques, Maheshwaran and Lokesh Kumaran, and from girls category, Jayalakshmi.
Department of Computer Science, Yuvashri. Department of Fire and Industrial Safety, Nivedan K. Communication, Krishvin Karnal. MBA, Best Outgoing Student, Sri Devi. In this moment, we are proud to acknowledge that a special award has been sponsored by one of our distinguished alumnus from the Department of BCom Banking and Insurance, Dr. Abraham Pradeep Sir, Assistant Professor, Department of MBA, to our exemplary student, Ms. Abhinaya from 3rd BNI, for scoring highest mark in all the 5 semesters. Let's all give a big round of applause and now it's time to recognize our faculty members who put their heart and soul to work for the welfare of students and college. So first, it's time to recognize our beloved Principal Ma'am, Dr. R. Sujata Ma'am. Next, our dedicated Dean Academics Ma'am, Dr. S. Priya. Next, criterion in charges, Mrs. B. Padmavati Ma'am. HODs come criterion in charges, Mrs. B. Padmavati Ma'am. Dr. K.U. Pavitra Krishna Ma'am. Dr. T. Kumaran Sir. Mr. Babu Kevin Sir. Mr. Vivek Ram Kumar Sir. Dr. D. Selvaraj Sir. Mr. P. Kishore Kumar Sir. Head of the department, Dr. M. Subramanian Sir, Department of MBA. Mr. C. Suresh Kumar Sir, Head of the Department MCHM. Mr. Adikopal Sir, Head of the Department Networking. Ravi Shankar sir. Mrs. S. Neela ma'am. Mr. R. Sivasubramanian sir. Mr. Manigandan sir.
Criterion in charges, Mrs. N. Nirmala Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, for Criterion 2. Mr. V. Gangadharan, Assistant Professor, Department of MCHM, for Criterion 2. Mr. P. Selvam, Assistant Professor from the Department of MBA. Mrs. N. Anuradha, Assistant Professor from the Department of Computer Science, for Criterion 5. Dr. D. Abraham Pradeep, Assistant Professor from the Department of MBA, for Criterion 6. Mr. D. Pandyarajan, Physical Education Director, come Criterion 7. Mrs. Davapandi Ammal, Assistant Professor from the Department of Networking, for Criterion 7. Faculty Service Continuation Award, Mrs. N. Anuradha, Assistant Professor from the Department of Computer Science, working for more than 15 years. Mr. Gangadharan from the Department of MCHM. He has worked more than 16 years. Mr. Adi Gopal from the Department of Networking, working for more than 10 years. Mr. Kishore Kumar from the Department of Animation, who has worked more than 5 years. Mr. Vairamuthu from the Department of BBA, working more than 5 years. Dr. R. Sujata ma'am, our principal, who has worked more than 3 years. Mr. Abdul Aziz Hakim from the Department of Animation, working for more than 3 years, and Mr. Ganesh from the Department of MCHM, who has worked more than 3 years. Continuation Award for non-teaching staff, Jai Ganeshan, attender. And Shankaran, attender. Those who have worked more than 15 years in our institution. Mr. Sankara Subbu, lab assistant, working for more than 5 years. Ms. Nirmala, assistant deputy warden. She has worked more than 5 years. Mr. Vijay Babu, lab assistant, who has worked more than 3 years. Mr. Jayaraman, lab in charge, for working more than 3 years. Mrs. Sumati, assistant, and who has worked more than 3 years. Ms. Ramani Tilagam, Program Office Executive, and she has worked more than 3 years.
The heart of a champion is a rare commodity. The heart of a champion pushes on and never gives up, even when your body is shattered and your limbs are numb. With great sportsmanship and comradeship, our students participated in annual day competitions. Faculty members also extended their full support. Thank you, everyone. It's time to announce the overall championship. It's none other than the Department of Computer Science. So we are glad to invite Mrs. Anuradha ma'am and students from Department of Computer Science to receive the overall championship. Let's all give a big round of applause for the Department of Computer Science.
I thank you all the dignitaries for distributing the prizes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. I deem it a great honor to invite Dr. D. Abraham Pradeep, sir, Assistant Professor from the Department of MBA, to propose vote of thanks.
Honorable President, sir, most respected Secretary, sir, most respected Management Executive, Shri R. Ramkumar, sir, respected Principal, Dr. R. Sujata, ma'am, our most valued Chief Guest, Srimati Meenakshi Srinivasan, ma'am, Vice President and Senior Partner of IBM Bangalore, respected Dean Academics, respected Controller of Examinations, respected Head of the Departments, dear colleagues, administrative staff members of SLCS, SLF, esteemed parents and my dear students, good afternoon. As an alumnus of this prestigious institution, it is indeed my great honor to propose vote of thanks on this august occasion. I would like to extend my deep sense of gratitude to our Honorable President, Secretary, and Management Executive for supporting us in all our endeavors. I wish to take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to our beloved Principal, Dr. R. Sujata Ma'am, for her guidance and support around the clock in organizing this 29th annual day. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our most valued chief guest, Srimati Meenakshi Srinivasan Ma'am, Vice President of IBM, for accepting our invitation and nurturing the future pillars of our country. Thank you, ma'am. My thanks are also due to Sri Venkateshwar for being with us on this very special day. Thank you, sir. I thank our respected Dean Academics, Dr. S. Priya ma'am, for the great support in all our move. I thank all the head of the departments, faculty members, non-teaching staff members, SLF staff members for making wonderful arrangements for this 29th annual day. I extend my sincere thanks to all the committee conveners, members, student volunteers for making this program a grand success. I thank the coordinators, Mrs. R. Sukandi Hepsiba ma'am, Mr. P. Kishore Kumar sir, and the conveners, members of the committees who have been so instrumental for the resounding success of this magnificent 29th annual day. Thank you all.
Let's all stand for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे